Peppa Pig's height exposed. 7. Shocking truths. 1. The case of Peppa's piggy measurements. Enter the wild world of Peppa Pig. Some sources claim she could be as tall as 7 feet 1 inch, 2.15 meters. Yep, you read that right. A 7-foot-tall Peppa strutting around like a giant among pigs. Clearly, someone got totally carried away with the piggy measurements. Imagine if that were true. Instead of scurrying around in her little playgroup, our giant Peppa would be causing traffic jams on the school bus and probably need a custom-built slide to jump into those puddles. 1 minute, she's the cute little pig we all know and love, and the next, she's a towering figure casting a long shadow over the playground. Talk about a glow-up. So, officially, Peppa Pig stands at about 3 feet 9 inches, 1.1 meters tall. That's perfect for her pint-sized, adorable design. Think of her as the ultimate toddler-sized icon who can jump in muddy puddles without hitting her head on a door frame. It's funny how these exaggerations catch on. Maybe someone measured her next to a celebrity and thought, wow, Peppa's a giant now. Or maybe it's just a case of internet mischief, where a tiny detail gets blown way out of proportion. Like that one time your friend said their sandwich was the size of a house. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but you get the point. In reality, the official measurement fits the show's charming vibe. A little pig with a big personality, perfectly sized for her world of miniature adventures. Whether you're team 3 feet 9 inches or team giant Peppa, it's clear that sometimes in the world of cartoons, numbers can be as flexible as a pig in a puddle. 2. Is Peppa Pig growing up? Peppa Pig is officially a 4-year-old pig, which fits perfectly with her role as a preschooler. According to official sources, her height is set at around 3 feet 9 inches, 1.1 meters, a size that keeps her adorably petite and just right for hopping around in muddy puddles. Now, if you compare this with real-life kids, a typical 4-year-old might be slightly shorter. But remember, Peppa isn't exactly following human growth charts. In the cartoon world, consistency is key, so her height stays the same episode after episode, regardless of any age progression. Some fans have speculated, however, that as Peppa gets older in the series, she should naturally grow taller. Imagine a Peppa who gradually towers over her friends as she ages, like a piggy version of a teenage basketball prodigy. But the clever trick behind her design is that the creators deliberately keep her height fixed. This intentional static model ensures that her look remains familiar and charming, making her instantly recognizable to kids and parents worldwide. This design choice also adds a fun twist to fan debates. While some jokingly argue that Peppa must be secretly defying the laws of growth, or even that she's been hitting the mystery milk a bit too hard, the reality is that keeping her height consistent allows for smoother storytelling and merchandising. Whether you picture her as a forever 4 pig or imagine her going on a growth spurt, one thing's for sure, it's not her physical height, but her big heart that matters. 3. Merchandising magic. When you look at Peppa Pig, you might think her official height of 3 feet 9 inches is just a cute arbitrary number. But trust us, this little measurement is the secret sauce behind a merchandising empire that oinks billions in revenue. Every Peppa Pig toy, costume, and even the rides at Peppa Pig World have to be just the right size. That 3 feet 9 inches standard is like a global measuring tape, ensuring that no matter where you are, every Peppa is consistently adorable. Imagine walking into a toy store and finding Peppa plushies of all different sizes. One might be the size of a bathtub, another the size of a refrigerator. Total chaos, right? Instead, thanks to this careful standardization, every product hits that sweet spot. Manufacturers, licenses, and theme park designers all know exactly what they're working with, which means the look and feel of Peppa Pig remains true worldwide. It's like having a backstage pass to consistency. This precise measurement isn't just about keeping things neat, it builds trust with consumers. Parents and kids alike know that every Peppa product they pick up will be just as charming and perfectly proportioned as the one on TV. And with that, the brand has turned into a merchandising powerhouse that has raked in billions. All that success can be traced back to one tiny yet mighty number. So next time you see your favorite piggy toy, remember, it's not just a toy, it's a carefully calibrated piece. Cheers to 3 feet 9 inches of pure measured magic. 4th, global versions, global variations. Peppa Pig isn't just a UK darling, it's a global superstar that airs in over 180 countries and has been translated into more than 40 languages. That's right, from bustling Tokyo to quiet corners of rural Africa, kids everywhere are jumping in muddy puddles with Peppa. But here's the twist. As the show adapts to various cultures and local animation styles, even Peppa's height seems to get a makeover. In some countries, her proportions might look a tad different due to local artistic flair, or even the way characters are scaled on screen. It's like each region has its own Peppa Peppa filter that subtly tweaks her dimensions, adding fuel to the ever-popular debates about her real height. Some viewers swear that in one version, Peppa barely fits in her little playgroup, while in another, she seems ready to head a preschool basketball team. This delightful inconsistency only deepens the mystery and adds to the fun of being a superfan. Imagine discussing with friends from different parts of the world. In my country, Peppa looks perfectly petite, but my cousin in Australia swears she's taller than a kangaroo. It's a quirky cultural conversation starter that shows just how much global adaptations can change even the tiniest details. Despite these variations, one thing remains constant: Peppa's charm and playful spirit. So whether she's measured at exactly 3 feet 9 inches or sporting a few extra inches here and there, the magic of Peppa Pig continues to unite children around the world in one joyous, muddy, puddle-loving family. Fifth, fan theories. The internet loves a good mystery, and nothing gets the online community chattering quite like Peppa Pig's elusive height. Fans have gone full detective mode, measuring episodes frame by frame, comparing scenes, and even crafting elaborate charts that debate her real dimensions. It's as if every extra inch or missing centimeter is a clue to some hidden Peppa conspiracy. Mental Floss even highlighted how these spirited debates have transformed our little piggy's measurements into a viral sensation of endless speculation. You'd log on to Reddit, to your favorite fan forum, and suddenly it's a whirlwind of charts, graphs, and pixel-perfect screenshots. Some argue that Peppa is exactly 3 feet 9 inches tall, while others swear that in certain episodes she's mysteriously grown an extra inch, maybe thanks to a secret growth hormone hidden in one of those muddy puddles. Theories go crazy, from speculations about the animator's deliberate height hacks to claims that Peppa might actually be a shapeshifter, adapting her size to suit the plot of each episode. What started as a quirky observation has turned into a full-blown community obsession. Fans have even taken to social media, posting polls and memes that hilariously exaggerate Peppa's stature and debating if her changing height is an Easter egg left by the creators or just the natural magic of animation. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest details can spark the biggest conversations. In the end, whether Peppa's a modest little pig or a towering titan in some alternate universe, one thing's for sure: this tiny piggy has managed to capture the hearts and the endless curiosity of fans worldwide. 6. The height mystery. Ever wonder why Peppa Pig's height seems to be a moving target? It turns out the creators might have intentionally left her height a bit vague to allow for creative flexibility across different adaptations. According to ianwikipedia.org and fan discussions, while the official figure is around 3 feet 9 inches, this measurement isn't set in stone. In various adaptations and episodes, Peppa can appear a little taller or shorter, and that's not an accident. It's a clever, deliberate move by the creative team. It's like when you're drawing your favorite character, sometimes you want to stick to the textbook measurements, but other times you just feel like letting your imagination run wild. By keeping Peppa's height somewhat ambiguous, the animators give themselves the freedom to tweak her dimensions to suit a particular storyline, cultural adaptation, or even just to add a bit of comic flair. One minute, she's the perfectly pint-sized pig we know and love. The next, she might appear a few inches taller, sparking wild debates online. And speaking of debates, this intentional mystery has fueled some hilarious conspiracy theories. Some fans even joke that Peppa might secretly be a giant among pigs, a towering figure hidden behind that innocent smile. Picture Peppa casually strolling past skyscrapers in an alternate universe, or using her extra height to reach the highest muddy puddle in town. These theories have become a playful part of Peppa's lore, adding an extra layer of fun and mystery to an already beloved character. So, whether you see her as a cute little pig or a secret giant, the deliberate ambiguity in her design means there's room for all sorts of creative interpretations. And honestly, isn't it more fun when there's a little mystery to solve? 7. Height isn't everything. Whether Peppa Pig is a modest 3 feet 9 inches or a towering 7 feet 1 inch, yes, we said it, her cultural impact is off the charts. Think about it. Even if you squint, the tiny pig we all know and love has managed to stomp through the world of merchandising, pop culture, and endless fan debates like a boss. It turns out that in the realm of cartoons, size is just a number, and it's the heart that truly makes Peppa. Let's break it down. In an industry where every inch counts for consistency, like ensuring every Peppa toy, costume, or theme park ride is just the right size, our little piggy's official measurement of 3 feet 9 inches is practically sacred. It keeps everything looking uniform around the globe, from the UK to Asia. But then some claim she's as tall as 7 feet 1 inch. And while that might sound like something out of a wild internet conspiracy, conspiracy theory, it only adds to the fun debate going on among superfans. At the end of the day, whether you picture her as perfectly petite or hilariously gigantic, Peppa's real power isn't in her measurements. It's in her undeniable charm and massive influence. Her legacy is measured by the countless smiles she brings, the merchandise that flies off the shelves, and the joy of watching kids and adults laugh at her adventures. In the world of Peppa, it's always clear, heart beats height every time.